Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the LPZZ or UPF 1/12 scale Dark Knight's Metal Batman Who Laughs. If Saturday morning cartoons fueled your imagination as a kid and powers your action figure collecting now as an adult, then you're in the right place. Thanks for stopping by and welcome to Saturday Morning Toy Collecting. And if you like my content, please consider subscribing. For more than 2 years now, Articulated Empire has become your trusted online retailer. They carry all the latest lines like Mythic Legion, Savage Crucible, Marvel Legends, NECA, and much, much more. They ship your items quickly and securely. You'll be quite happy how Steve and his team follow through with their care and attention. Articulated Empire also offers free shipping over $75 and no tax except for Illinois residents. So head over to articulatedempire.com today and build your empire. Alright, here is a closer look at the packaging, and this is a premium box. This feels super premium. I really love the feel of all of the material used in the package. DC logo here, Dark Knight's Metal Batman Who Laughs here, 1/12 scale. We have the logo here for the UPF, formerly LPZZ. Yeah, you know what? I didn't think LPZZ was a great name, but UPF, and for what it stands for, like ultra possessible figurines. It's weird. It's weird. 1/12 collectible figure on that side, same on that side, and then just the outline of the figure silhouette on this side. It does have a very nice slip cover. Mine was backwards. That's fine. And this feels really nice and premium with some foil stamping right here, the silver and the red. You've got the holographic sticker of authenticity right here. More DC logos, more foil stamping there. This is a magnetic book style cover, and then this is super nice. I don't just break rules, I break realities. Looks really nice. And then you have this really cool card that is, this packaging is just super reflective. So let's slide it out of here. And this card is really nice because it gives you the collectible card for the character that is in the box with some beautiful stamping. I love the design of this. And then it has a teaser for the next figure up, which is the Dark Knight's Metal Red Death. Of course, when he took over the Flash. And I think we even know who's after that. I believe it's the Green Lantern. So next night, right there. That's really cool. I love that. I'm usually not a fan of throwaway, disposable, toss-in things or collectible cards, but boy, that one is super nice, and I will be hanging on to it for sure. I may even try to find a way to display it with the character. We do have this little overlay, so we'll remove that. And then there is the figure itself laid out in the clamshell. Let's go ahead and pull this out because there are 2 layers to it. And what is in the background? Okay. Back here we have, okay, so it's a little instruction and I'm assuming a warranty or service card. But it being all in a different language, that's going to serve me very little. And then here we have just some, contents, what's in the box, how far you can move things, what can do what. So that's always appreciated. So let's get this guy out of the clamshell and out on the review space, and we'll take a closer look. Alrighty, there's a lot. There's a lot to go over here with this figure, and this isn't even everything because he's got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 hands off to the side over here that I'm not even showing, that are not even here in view. But I do want to show these off. So you do get one singular pointing hand. It is a right hand that is pointing, and these all will fit the exact same way. Super nice paint job. You can see the little vein work, the delicate vein work, the blood on the fingers. Super nice and creepy. You get two of these like kind of just relaxed hands as I drop them. You get two of these gesturing hands with the fingers outstretched like he's making a viewfinder, as if he was a director, or an open gesturing hand. Those are nice. All of these are super creepy. You get like these at rest hands. So just open palms and at rest. Then you get some scary hands, grappling hands, grasping hands, probably my favorites. You get two of these item holding hands where the thumb is not connected. And then you get two of these like maniacal hands, like gesturing, open, grasping hands. A little different than both the grabber, like grappling hands, and also different from, you know, these open hands where the fingers are outstretched more. Those are nice. And then you get two punchies. You get two closed fists. And then on him in the package, he does come with two trigger finger hands, although he only comes with one H&K. Is this an H&K MP5 or is it just an MP5? I don't know my weapons. The magazine doesn't drop out. It just is all cast. It does have like a really nice kind of like dry brushing to it, so it has a metallic look. It's very nice, but you only get one of those. You also get his vape pen. I believe, is this the detonator that the Joker used to release the gas from his lungs when he died, to make Batman evolve into the... I haven't read the book, but I know this story from friends telling me. Here is a nasty little blade that looks old and disgusting. Like, this definitely has some disease on it. Like, you don't want to cut your finger on this. You're going to have to get a tetanus shot. Nice black wraps. It looks like maybe like cloth wraps or maybe electrical tape wrapped on there. It's really nice. You do get this really cool blade. Now, these look very metallic, but they are very much plastic. It's got little spikes poking through the wraps and a nice weathering and wash on the blade. It just looks really good. The metallic paint they used is absolutely gorgeous. You do get two of these very super delicate gold chains, and it just has like nothing on one end, and on the other end, each one of these is different. This one has a spike pendulum style pommel on one end, and the other one has nothing on one end, and on the other end you have this metal hook. So both of them could do some serious damage, and they're pretty lengthy too. So if you can, of course you can't see because I am zoomed all the way in, but I would say that's a good probably 12 inches of chain there. So you do get those two. Next up, you get this really cool base. That's pretty neat. It has like some hot like magma liquid design coming up on the cracked earth, and then you do have a post back here for the posable stand. Now the cool thing about this is that this opens up and you can store all of your hands and heads and unused accessories can all go in here, and then you can see where there's a little piece of magnet stuck in right there, and that is for this metal, well actually this is plastic, and it has a little magnet on the inside, and it just says Dark Knight's metal, the Batman Who Laughs, and then of course this magnetizes right there on the front of the display base, which is really cool. And speaking of display bases, you also get this piece, which is just like a little base, and it has like this nasty little gargoyle on it. And yeah, that looks pretty cool. It's light, it's plastic, it does have some speckling, so that's all throughout, but you could have him, you know, standing on this. You can put this on top of here if you want, or just use it any way you'd like. So now let's take a look at this guy. All right, just taking a closer look at the Joker himself, the Batman Who Laughs. I'm sorry. It looks like to the top of his metal ears is about 6 3/4 inches, to the top of his head, probably about 6.5. That's what it's looking like to me. And while we've got him in this position, let's go ahead and do a couple of size comparisons. So I wanted to bring out, this is the man, I hope I'm not butchering this, the Caillou model Dreamer, Nightmare Dreamer, of course being the Nightmare Batman, the Nightmare Joker. And then here is a Mafex Batman. He does not want to stand up on his own. He has a nice little base that I keep him on my shelf. But here he is next to the Mafex Joker. These, I think, scale pretty well with this guy. I do have a couple of LPZZ figures, and I think they were still trying to figure out their scale here. So here is the Arkham Knight's Batman, the first one that came out, not the newest Origins one. Are you going to stand? Come on. I believe in you. I believe in you. We can do this. And then here is the Deathstroke. So, you know, if you want to put these in your LPZZ collection, I believe this one still was listed as LPZZ. I believe this one was listed as UPF, but you can see the scale is just a little different, or maybe he's supposed to be that small. I'm not sure. But moving this guy out of the way, I do think he's going to scale nicely with your in-art Batman. And of course he was holding his helmet, his hooded cowl. I think he's going to scale nicely with him. I don't know how he scales with the Origins. I have that on the way. It's just not here, the Origins Batman, which looks incredible. Okay, taking a closer look at this guy. Man, he is proper creepy. Properly creepy. This piece right here on both of the heads is metal. It really is metal. Mine looks like this one was slightly bent a little bit, maybe before being put in the package. But I love the way the teeth look. They're very wet looking. This is a very disturbing character. Got a flexible collar piece here. You've got these sort of like shoulder pad pieces that connect back here in a very similar way to the way that Mythic Legion's shoulder pauldrons connect, but you can see that they are affixed right here on a hinge, and they can either kind of go out that way, or they can be pushed in and angled downward for arm articulation. With this head on, he can look up that far, he can look down all the way, and then he can, you know, bobble side to side, because you've got a ball peg here and a ball peg down in here. So full range of motion there. On the head, the arms can go out to the side, hit that T-pose, no problem. They can go around 360 degrees. They are on a very generous, there you can see how the shoulder pad connects right there. They're on a very generous butterfly joint, and they don't care about making it look aesthetically beautiful, because it's very well hidden, so it can absolutely cross over into the front of him, no problem. It can go back that far. Arm can go all the way around. You've got 360 degree movement there. You've got an upper bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. And I believe, if I remember correctly, I remember reading, or maybe a friend telling me, that the first wave of these figures that went out, the first production run, the joints, the paint was flaking off of the joints when it would move. And I believe this might be one of the newer ones, because they're painted. They're not painted. They're like sort of cast in that same color. So I don't think there's any paint to flake off, because I haven't seen any paint flaking at all. So that's really nice. Because of the way that this is constructed, you do get a little bit of rotation there at the elbow. You've got your hands are on a ball, so like a little post and swivel and hinge, so you can get them to move any way you need them to. You have a upper diaphragm joint, and then you have a lower abdomen joint. So they're both ball joints. So you're going to get this guy to be able to go all the way forward and all the way back with no gaps. So that's really, really nice. And then, of course, you can rotate side to side and then all the way around. No drop down hip, but also no need for one, because he can kick straight out across in front of him with no problem because of the way these legs are. So that's a really cool hinge that they have there for that to be able to work. It can go all the way out about that far. It can go back all the way back that far. You've got some nice rotation up in the hip, but also you have a thigh cut right at the top of the boot, which is really nice. Or maybe that's not the top of his boot. I thought these were longer boots. No, that's definitely the top of his boot. So you just got some nice, there's just a really nice break point right there for that to happen. You've got double jointed knees, and these are the style of knees that I love. I hope, like the new He-Man figure has these kind of knees. I need all companies to switch to this, because I think while it may not look the most natural when it's bent, I think it looks aesthetically pleasing the way that it's bent. And you don't have big gaps, and you don't have big pads protruding out the front, and you get some really nice tight bends there. You do have a boot cut swivel at the top of the boot, and then you have look at that, you've got a hinge right there. You've got a swivel point right there, the hinge, the rocker, and even toe articulation, but the toes are pretty stiff. So lots of movement down there. And then his lower coat piece is glued onto this piece, so if you need it to move, it is a very soft and rubbery plastic. It has a little bit of a red, crimson red, very dark crimson red color on the inside, and nice sculpting on the bottom of the boots. No peg holes. You do get a little bit of gold on each one of the rivets, which is super nice. You've got a nice gold on all of the buckles here, and a dry brushing for some weathering. Buttons here, the sculpting and the paintwork are just incredible. We do get a second head. We get the laughing head, so we can zoom in on this thing a little bit, and you can see it's just it's so Clive Barker-esque, you know. The heads are super easy to change out, and I love that it's just like a little post in there, and you replace the entire neck instead of trying to get, because this is metal and you will poke yourself really hard. It will hurt if you try to squeeze or put too much pressure on the head. So I'm glad the heads are super easy to remove, but also you can see it does fit in there perfectly, because it has a nice amount of tension as you're trying to remove it. But man, I mean, come on. That's just wild. This guy is going to pose up like a champ. Yeah, he poses and moves so well. I am really digging this figure, and I had passed on it initially, and I guess it worked out in my favor since there was an issue with paint flaking in the joints and things like that. So I guess I kind of dodged a little bullet there on that one. But what drew me to buying this figure in particular was all of the promo images for the in-art version that just came out. The in-art might be a little larger. It may fit better in scale with the other LPZZ or UPF Batman Arkham figures, but I don't really need the Batman Who Laughs to fit in with my Arkham figures. It's two different mediums. One's a video game, one's a story, a comic book. They don't need to have the same design or aesthetic, and it's okay. Like, I like this guy for what it is, and he's beautiful. He looks closer to the source material, in my opinion, than the in-art version. And yeah, so that's kind of why I was drawn to this one. And it's now kind of opened me up to this line, because this is a premium figure. It looks premium. It feels premium. It comes with a ton of accessories, two different style bases, in a premium box. I am just here for it. I think I'm going to end up getting the Red Death and just all of them and just continue on down this line, but they are not cheap. And don't be fooled, because if you may find this guy for, like, let's say $80 overseas or $85 overseas. You're still going to end up paying $25 to $35 in shipping, making this guy right around 110, 120, depending on, and then that's what he is here in the States. I believe you can find him at some places here in the States for like 120, 130. So your mileage may vary. Buy from wherever you want if you're interested in this figure. He looks good, he moves good, he's very menacing, and he has like a really dope shelf presence. He's just a very impressive action figure, and that's coming from someone who has not even read the origin story or any of the comics that feature this character. But you guys let me know in the comments down below, what do you like about this version of the character or this release, and whether you prefer getting the LPZZ version, this UPF version, or if you'd rather have the in-art version. Please check us out over at Instagram at Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I am your Saturday Morning Toy Collector, Mark, and I'll see you in the toy aisles.